Hey, we're back online. Sorry, we were having some technical difficulties. OBS crashed on us. So we're gonna get back to where we were when we left off. Toxic, if you would.
Yeah. So what I was saying was that regardless, right? You can still you can still go through a lot of the world without combat. So again, I just don't understand what he wants. It just seems like he's wanting a classic Souls game, right? With extreme linearity. Because again, he says he wants to enjoy the world, but he doesn't. Because he said he didn't want to grind or anything. But again, grinding shows you the world. That might be a stretch, but still, like he contradicts himself.
Hmm.
Like if he's frustrated, yeah, but like don't make an entire video just because you're not good at the game and whine for a stinking easy mode. It's ridiculous. Because again, people can get through this, but you can't. I know plenty of people who can't play Souls games, right? They don't whine for an easy mode. They just go find something else to play. Like there are so many games out there that, like unlimited supplies of video games now. So many that you can't play them all in a lifetime. You choose to whine about one of the games that is made specifically for the idea that it is hard, right?
Hmm.
But you just
Yeah,
want to be a part of it. You just want to be a part of the experience, which I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
like I
To be
said,
honest, this is one of the
some
best open world experiences I've ever had. It is filled. It is full. It feels lived in.
people
But
broke YouTube.
you just, again, you're just running your mouth for no reason. It's ridiculous. Also, like your arguments are vacuous. Telling somebody to get good is not a valid argument. Okay, let's say you're not good at platformers. Learn to jump. No, but I
Learn to
can't.
jump.
That's oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit heated. Getting a little bit heated.
Not.
Just a little
I
bit.
just love how you go there. It's just power of platformers and learn to jump.
I mean, yeah, it's super irritating when you get people
By
like
the way,
this who just.
Toxic,
Oh,
I just remembered
yeah.
my. We'll talk about it after.
Okay. Yeah. Um. But no. I'm sorry. I just don't have anything else to say because I don't think he has anything else to say. Other than like, okay, bosses are difficult. Some of them are kind of BS, which I will agree. Some of them are, but they're killable. They are killable, and that's the issue. That's the issue with this argument. You can get through it. Someone can. Anyone can. It's one thing if only a handful of people can get through it, but it is a completely different thing if an entire group of people can get through it. You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
It's vacuous. I'm sorry. Like I've completely run out of things to say. That is how bad his arguments are.
Let's
Your
continue.
reasoning is trash.
Your reasoning is poor.
Yes, your critiques are poor. Your critique of Elden Ring is poor.
Indeed.
That's an
Oh,
EFAP
poor
reference.
pig.
Yeah. A show
Okay.
that
Let.
let's
What?
let's continue watching.
Okay.
Same tactic, and when people say that that's the whole point of Dark Souls games, the difficulty is what makes the game fun and enjoyable and challenging. That's like going to a restaurant and ordering a really nice fish and it tastes delicious, but it's full of
Die. In game. And then you might learn. You know? Like, okay, keep dying in the game. Oh my god, that's a stupid. No, I'm done. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can say against this guy now. Because everything's already been said. Saying that Dark Souls, a game that was literally marketed to be hard.
Well,
Well,
I guess you could say
well, we've
this
seen
this
can't.
guy
pick
is
the
a
toxic funny bone.
bitch soy cuck.
No, okay, no, just die is a good strategy. That way you could learn. Oh
Just
my god.
die. You are
Yes,
dead.
yes, that's all I have to say. Just die in the game. Just die in the game. Just a little bit more. You might learn something.
It's the weirdest conversation.
Not die in real life.
I've
Good
heard.
God, we are not condoning suicide here. We're just saying die in the game.
But we could.
Okay. No, we're not, because
No.
that would look bad on us. And just like that, our
I've
entire
already
brand
lost
is ruined.
somebody to it, so no.
We didn't even get that big yet. We're already done. But no, that's oh my god. Rewind that just a little bit, just so we can hear it again.
Say that that's the whole point of Dark Souls games. The difficulty is what makes the game fun and enjoyable and challenging. That's like going to a restaurant
there we
and
go.
ordering a really nice fish and it tastes delicious, but it's full of really tiny bones, and every 10 seconds you've got to try and pick out these little bones out of your mouth.
What did you expect?
Certain
What did
places
you
do
expect?
that, I'm pretty sure, still.
Yeah, it's a certain kind of fish where like there's extremely small bones that you can't get out themselves. So like there's like, okay, if you're gonna eat it, you gotta work for it. But still, what did you expect? What do you want? I don't know what you want. Okay, this
He
is
wants to
exactly
be
what I
pampered.
said. He wants an easy game.
He wants to be pampered.
That's all he wants.
Play Pokemon.
Yes. Play Pokemon. Play Skyrim. This isn't Skyrim, pal. This is Souls. This is where boys become men.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually suck at Skyrim.
This is where boys become men and men become crying little bitches.
Apparently.
Men become
Well, no, boys
men
become
become angry, distraught controller breakers.
But no, again, okay. The only thing I can say is die and learn. Die and learn. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. That's all we can say now.
Take notes.
Because oh my god, no, I'm actually about to have a brain aneurysm. Because after saying that saying that Souls games are supposed to be hard is like saying no, okay. Where do you even get off saying that? That's the thing. Where do you get off saying that? Okay, the developers are wrong. The developers should not have made the game like this just because me, the consumer, cannot be good at it. Just because everything that is made nowadays is so easy and crap just to make it to where you can enjoy it. Not even you. Thinking game journalists can enjoy it. What, do you expect this to be? Older games weren't like this. Newer games are starting to get hard again. You know?
About damn time.
Yes! About time. But then you have this prick who comes in, says, okay guys, I'm sorry. Just like walks in, talks to From, whatever. Says, okay guys, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Excuse you? You're wrong. Your game should not be this hard. And he's like, wait, who is this guy? You know. Oh my god, my brain!
This guy was born in the late 90s, when games started getting easy again. I mean, easy for...
No.
Easy.
No. This dude probably... Okay, that's the thing. We all grew up with, like, hard games. We all grew up with challenging games. But then, like, it got pacified, man. Exactly. It got like, to the point where all the games, like, hold your freaking hand all the time now.
They tell you how to
It's
walk. They tell you how to
ridiculous.
look.
Yeah, tell you how to... Well, in a sense... Not too literal.
Well,
move with the right analog. Oh, come on! I wanted to figure that out.
Well, granted,
Stinking prick.
that may have been necessary in like 2000 because they were moving away from the shoulder buttons being the buttons that you use to look instead of the stick.
Yeah. But no, yeah. Well, yeah. What I mean though, I get what you mean. But oh god, my brain! I didn't know we would ever cover someone like this. This is almost as bad as Cinematic Venom. Almost.
Who is Cinematic Venom?
Oh god, you don't know the EFAP episode where like a dude was reviewing Lord of the Rings and he acted like we're not covering it. I'm sorry. I actually could not finish that episode. My brain hurt after that. Yeah. The dude basically acted like he only watched the trailers and that was it. He called the entire movies walking and talking. He thought Gimli, when he said, let them rot, why should we care? He thought that he was talking about the hobbits. I just felt like the dude
It's been a while
reviewed
since
it
I've seen the
for
movies,
memes.
but I know for a fact...
He was talking about Sauron! He's talking about Sauron. Let him rot. Why should we care?
Most of my favorite lines in that movie, Lord of the Rings, were from Gimli.
Yeah, he's great.
Gimli is great.
He
Well,
was like,
listen, we don't get bearded women. You know, as Tolkien said, we don't get those anymore. We just get really dark, like dwarves. Even though that shouldn't be the case, considering they stay underground too much to get melanin.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they'd be pale as bone.
Exactly. Anyway,
Let's continue.
I'm sorry. I cannot stress how stupid that statement was. This is a Goodell quote right here. This is exactly what this is. This is a Goodell quote. Thinking, oh my god.
Mouth and try not to swallow or choke on them. And then you complain about it to the waiter, and then he says, well, that's the challenge of eating the fish. The challenge of removing the bones makes...
Okay, what is also stupid is that you compared something like eating to a game filled with skill intact. And, that is not a good apt description. Go play Minecraft. Go play Skyrim. Stop playing Souls. Okay, remember how I said that I don't know if this guy... remember how I said that I don't know if this guy has ever played any Souls games? That was the nail in the coffin. This is probably his first ever Souls game. And he thought it was going to be easy. Welcome to reality.
The bones makes the fish more tasty and enjoyable. I'm pretty sure the fish would taste just as good without the little annoying bones that you have to be careful of. And that pretty much sums up Elden Ring in a nutshell. It's a really enjoyable and tasty game, but it's just full of really annoying things that makes it harder to enjoy. For example, the most annoying thing about the boss battles isn't the fact that it's really hard or challenging, it's just how annoying it is having to restart the fight. If you fail one attempt, if you want to have a second attempt, you have to run all the way back to where the boss battle begins. For example, there's this one boss, he's like this rock scorpion made out of rocks at the end of a crystal mine, and if you fail this boss, you have to start all the way back at the beginning of the cave and run all the way through the cave again to get back to the boss battle, whilst also avoiding all of the NPCs and mobs in the cave unless...
That doesn't look like a scorpion, that looks like a fucking bovine.
Again,
I'm not gonna lie,
this is a staple of Souls, and yes, it is kind of stupid. But most of the bosses that I've encountered, again, I'm not as far as him, so apparently my opinion isn't the same. But a lot of them, there are different. I'm just gonna say bonfires because I keep forgetting the name. Graces. Yeah, that's what it was. There are like graces on top of boss fights. Okay, now there is one that was in a cave. Granted, it kept pissing me off because like you had to press a lever to bring down a thing. Oh no, you had to bring it up and then go back down, but you had to fight these rock things. You know, it's tedious, but you know, I still got it done.
Hmm.
The fact that he is upset about staples of the Souls games, the challenge of the Souls games, and the fact that you're comparing it to fish and trying to go, okay, it is enjoyable, but that is annoying bits. Again, welcome to Souls. Yeah, you don't understand it. And yes, it is annoying. That's the point.
He doesn't understand it, and he can't appreciate it.
I will say, it is kind of stupid, some of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly,
I will admit, some of them is stupid, like having to run all the way back to some of the bosses. Especially if, like, the enemies are, like, extremely high-powered and you're low-powered. Sometimes it is stupid. But guess what?
It's motivation.
What is it? But what is it? Doable. No matter, like, if it is doable by anybody, if it's doable by over 100 people, it is doable. I feel.
It's a completely
that's
different
probably
matter
a
to
too low of a number.
Sorry, it's like if this video was about him being upset about a World War II shooter being inaccurate to real world history, like how COD Vanguard and Battlefield 5 were, then we wouldn't be talking about it. We would not be talking about it.
Yeah, just an example.
In
But
fact, I think we'd be I think we'd be talking about those games by themselves. And
Okay, you lost me now.
sorry.
You just brought up two. Yeah, that was just random.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It's just the genre he chose to say these things that have been around since the stinking Demon Souls, right? That have been around for God knows how long, are stupid. No, again, die and learn. Die and learn. That's all we gotta say.
Before we continue, we have a comment. Funtime
Oh,
Drawing
we got a comment.
said hello.
My
Sorry
bad,
for
I
being
was-
late. No worries.
I was
No, it's
doing
fine. We
homework,
crashed
so I
early.
wasn't paying attention.
No, it's fine. You're fine. Oh God,
I
my
was gonna
brain.
make a comment. I was gonna say that I forgot what game it was, but there was a boss that I loved fighting so much I intentionally died. I think once or twice just because I loved fighting them.
Yeah, I've run into that sometimes. Yeah, I actually love doing that. It's fun.
Hmm. It sounds satisfying,
It really is.
gratifying even.
Yeah, it is. Especially when you can like perfect parry the boss. Ooh, so satisfying.
Hmm.
I'm still like
I
getting
wasn't.
used to like the timing. Huh? Sorry.
I can't remember what game it was that I intentionally died though. Was one of them a long time ago. I don't remember.
Let's continue.
Yes.
Unless you want to fight through them again and again every single time you fail at the boss. And then you have to go through all the loading screens. The loading screen from when you die and then respawn is just way too long. Sure, it's only 5 or 6 seconds, but if you're dying hundreds of times, you've got to stare at
Oh,
5 to
you
4 to
pampered
6 seconds
baby!
is too long.
You pampered little baby. Oh, I'm so sorry.
if
I'm so sorry. It's 5 seconds too. This is what I'm talking about, right? Thinking like again, pampered. That's what it is. I'm like, yeah, maybe. Well, no, okay. Oh God, my brain. I'm
If he
sorry,
was
my
talking
brain.
about I don't know, let's say a very high, fast-paced platformer, and if it was completely broken, resulting in you dying uncontrollably multiple times throughout a single run, then complaining about having to sit through load times would be understandable, because here's the thing.
This is
The
so
load times
slow.
in something like Sonic 06 are fucking long. They are long, and they amount to a massive chunk of game time.
Dude, my brain actually hurts. My brain is injured. My brain is injured.
And even
Wait,
if you
here.
play the game
Wait,
for
so-
a perfect run, there are still so many loading screens. There are still so many.
Wait. Did you see Sonic 06?
Yes.
Isn't that the one where
It's
you
so
play a
huge.
squirrel? You have to stop a killer whale from stealing Sonic?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I hate that
Yeah.
game. My one of my cousins had it, and I could never get past those stupid orcas.
So, are you saying you're speciest against orcas?
No, I'm just saying.
No,
I
you
could
are.
never beat
No,
the orcas, and
confirmed.
they always escaped with Sonic.
Confirmed. Pixel hates orcas.
Dude, like 90% of my character's color scheme is black and white, or at least a color gray.
Yeah. Listen. It's the
I'm-
whole Batman thing. You have to become what you're afraid of.
I'm not afraid of orcas. If I was afraid, I'd become a tower.
I'm
I
making
hate
a
heights.
joke.
I know, but
Um.
actually, I just realized that I hate heights, but I gave myself the power of flight.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I
But,
literally realized. I just realized that now, and I made this character years ago.
Well, goodness for
Okay,
you guys, we are
the only-
exactly halfway through the video.
how are we halfway through and the only thing he said is whining? How? So the only thing I've pulled from this is you want an. Okay, what were you saying? Huh? Yes.
Me, I was gonna say that was kind of my nothing. I'll tell you. You didn't want to discuss business during the thing. I'll tell you guys after.
Hmm.
Hold on, I have
But
something to say real quick. This man is worse than Ryan's early days. Before he started improving.
you know what he wants? He wants Spider-Man PS4 or PS5, whichever one it is, the one with no loading screens.
No, that
That's
game
what he
still has
wants.
loading screens.
I thought the
They
thing
have
didn't have.
loading.
No.
I thought one
No,
didn't
they
have as many loading screens. Like you could go in and out of buildings
no
without a loading screen.
no. There's still loading screens, but they're really short.
Hmm.
And they give a decent pose of like Spider-Man doing a pose.
Yeah,
Unless it's like
Yeah.
a fast
but
travel load. The
hold
fast
on,
travel load, you see Spider-Man doing
Or
random stuff on a train.
hold on. Didn't you say that the
oh
loading screens in Elden Ring are like between 2 and 6 seconds?
no, he said 4 and 5, and yes, they are.
He
Sometimes
he
7.
said 4. He said like 5, 6, or 4 or something like that.
If
Yeah, well,
why
either way,
why
it's under
complain
5 seconds.
why complain if it go up to 7 seconds? I completely understand if it was like I don't know, 30 seconds, maybe a minute.
Brother, I have sat here for an hour to try to kill a boss, and you do not hear me complaining. Do you know why Souls is so good? Most of the time, I will not say all the time, because sometimes bosses are ridiculous. Most of the time, it is your fault if you die. It is your fault if you screw up. It is your fault if you move a different way because you misread a movement the boss was doing. It is your fault.
It's like how Actman said. Most of the time, when you die in Halo Combat Evolved, it is your own fault.
You just reiterated what I said with
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
side of authority.
Yeah.
I was just
Okay,
citing an
Doc.
example.
Yeah.
Because it
God.
is an example. It's a good example to fall
Oh
back
my
on.
God. Okay, hey, check the chat real quick,
Alright.
just to make sure.
Funtime said Psycho 6 sucked. It literally made an alien hedgehog fall in love with a human. Yep.
Yeah, a fetish game.
Yep.
We should keep
We
an eye on that.
That camera.
We should keep an eye on that chat. Anyway, my brain hurts. So what do you want? You want lower load times, right? With an easier game, with not as hard boss fights. Because he said, "Oh, it's not that they're hard," which you did say it is. You completely went back on what you said. This man has contradicted himself 3 times.
He's an imbecile.
I can't say anything anymore because I've already said everything that needs to be said. I'm just reiterating my points, and it's just getting worse. So I'm just gonna click play.
That stupid
And,
loading screen for 5 seconds hundreds of times, it really starts to get annoying. Why can't they just respawn you at the beginning of the boss battle so you can have another attempt straight away without having to do all this running and backtracking?
Metroidvania, welcome to Metroidvanias, my friend.
I was about
What
to
is-
go
what has this guy been
fucking
playing?
ham.
Backtracking.
I was about
Yeah,
to
what
go
has this guy
ham.
been playing for the past few years? What's he been playing?
He's been playing baby games.
Actually, what's the issue with backtracking? Backtracking is actually kind of fun because sometimes you actually find things you miss.
Well, okay, I do get where he's coming from in this point at least. Like, let's say, oh, you die
Yeah,
and you
but-
have to run all the way back to the boss past all these different enemies and stuff. Which, okay, I will
Well, I've
admit,
never played this
that
game,
is-
so you gotta remember that.
yeah, I will admit that is bad. Well, it's not even bad. You just had to get good, okay? You just got to get good. And sometimes, hey, like the last area I was in, I was getting killed when I was trying to go back to where I was. But still, I got through it. I'm at Godric right now, is who I'm trying to fight. Yes, I'm finally fighting Godric's soul.
Hmm.
The man, the legend, the myth.
Let us continue.
Yeah,
I'm
but again,
fighting
it's just me reiterating
Square
what I
Root.
was saying.
Hmm.
That's all it is.
some
That's
bosses
all
where
it
you do
is.
start
I
off
am-
the fight again straight from the beginning at the entrance, but there's some bosses where they make it very frustrating to restart the battle. For example, when you're fighting Radahn, that big boss in the desert who fires arrows at you, it sends you to a different location to fight him, but when you die you have to start back outside of that location at the beginning entrance of this elevator, and you have to get on your mount, ride down to the teleporter again, and then transport to the different location again, going through another loading screen, and then you have to do that beginning entry bit again where you have to run towards him whilst he's firing arrows at you to actually get back to the bit when you're fighting the boss. It's just such
I will say that is kind of convoluted, but that's one of the hard bosses. Yeah, it's one of the hard bosses, one of the ridiculous ones.
By design.
I mean, okay, look at all the different summons you have to do, right? That's definitely a boss that like most people probably wouldn't be able to kill on their own. Most likely. Also, I hope to God he knows that the horse can jump, because you could easily just get away from those arrows with a jump.
A little.
The-
Do a hop. A
the-
little hop.
Do a hop, exactly. Do a little hop. Do a little a dance, a
That-
jig.
I was
That
You know what? I'm
Spider-Man
gonna
the
call
game.
you.
The horses can't jump.
I'm gonna call you when I get to that boss. I'm gonna call you. Okay.
Me?
And I'm gonna tell you how hard it. Yeah, I'm gonna call you when I get to that boss, and I'm gonna tell you how hard it is.
You know what would be kind of funny if the guy in the video's next point was, I also hate that the horses can't jump.
Yeah. Oh my
That-
God.
that would be
Don't.
funny.
Don't. If he says it, I'm done. If he says it, I'm cutting it. I'm leaving. We're moving on if he
That
says
the
that.
horses can't jump.
If he says it, we'll move on. We'll go on to the next thing.
He says that it's all my fault.
It's just such convoluted game design when you're spending 20% of your engagement against this boss just running backwards and forwards and staring at loading screens. Sometimes I gave up trying to fight a boss just because I got so
there you go.
frustrated with having to run back to the beginning of the
Timing.
boss and start it over again that I just
Timing.
got
There
so
you go.
annoyed. If they're not going to implement an easy mode, I wish that they would at least consider
Didn't get it.
He fucked it
He
up.
didn't get it.
making it a lot less painful having to restart a boss after you've failed one attempt. And I think an easy mode would make the game a lot better because I really don't enjoy being stuck on a boss and having to do it hundreds of times. It just feels
I'm done. It would be more enjoyable if the Souls game, you know, the games that are literally made to be hard and challenges, it would be more enjoyable to me, somebody who doesn't want to take the time and get good at the games, if it was just easier, and if the bosses were easier. It would just be so much enjoyable. Okay, leave. Stop. Don't play anymore. I don't care.
I think
Okay.
this guy's problem is these games aren't
The
meant
opinion-
for you.
The opinion is invalid just for the simple fact that he said that the games marketed and created to be hard should not be so. That's the part that pisses me off. Just the actual balls on this guy to say that, to go, okay, this game that was made to be like this, I don't like it. I wish it was easier.
No. This guy
This
doesn't
is the
have
base
balls.
level of what this is.
No, this guy doesn't have balls. They're all shriveled up and tiny. What this guy has is a whole
Hey
load
guys,
of
I'll be right back.
arrogance.
You won't be missing much, Pixel. Oh my god.
He's pathetic.
I think this is honestly EFAP worthy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I've been face palming this entire time. I don't even have my glasses on anymore. I'm just sitting here.
Careful, you'll become Christian.
I'm gonna become Christian. Except for like the later part of his life, I'm gonna become the beginning part of his life.
The funny part.
Gonna break the medallion and shove it up my head.
Be a chode, put it
I
in
can't
your
believe he did
ass.
that. I can't believe he did that. He just shattered it and just went, oh! Oh my god. I am broken. I'm a broken man now. Because I watched this.
Alright, let's see if it gets any better. We still have
Do you know what I want? You know what? This is something better to talk about. I want cookies with icing on them again. I missed those.
make them.
I don't know if you get those in your country. Yeah, they're like powdered on the bottom. Everybody says that they're bad, but they're the backbone of the society. Okay, they're delicious.
Have you ever had lamingtons?
What is that?
Oh, it's an Australian food. You wouldn't get it.
Send them to me then. Email me the food. I need the din din. Make it Digimon.
One sec. One moment.
What are you doing?
I'm grabbing an image of
back.
lamingtons.
Yeah, shove them through the disk drive of your PC.
Damn it.
Send them to me.
The files
I'm back. I had to
the
get a
image's
new
file
box
size
of
was too
tissues.
large.
Take a
File of the
screenshot of
two-
it.
No, I told them to send me some cookies or whatever they are.
Oh, well, that I would say if the image is too big, I bypass it by saving it and then taking a screenshot.
There we go. Fixed it. What?
I don't know. Dude, I'm just done. I'm very tired. I'm very drained right now.
Hmm.
The only thing I can say to this
So
guy
we-
is die and get better, or go play Skyrim.
Oh God, how did I mess this line up?
What? Oh, there's only 2
I'm
messages.
I'm doing some math. Sorry.
Anyway, let's just try and finish this video.
It just feels like a chore at that point. At that point, I'm not really enjoying the game anymore, and I would like to just move on and go on to the next stage because I'm kind of fed up with having to do this boss battle. I don't know about you,
Hold on,
but
did
I'm
it skip forward?
No,
Uh,
didn't.
scroll back a bit. Scroll back, because it jumped for me.
chore at that point. At that point, I'm not really enjoying the game anymore, and I would
No,
like
a
to
little
just
bit
move
further.
on. And I really don't enjoy being stuck on a boss and having to do it
There we go.
hundreds of times. It just feels like a chore at that point. At that point, I'm not really enjoying the game anymore, and I would like to just move on and go on to the next stage because I'm kind of fed up with having to do this boss battle. I don't know about you, but I'm a very busy person, and I've got a lot of games that I want to play, and I really don't fancy the idea of having to plunge hundreds of hours into Elden Ring.
Okay, how long has Elden Ring been out? I need somebody to give me numbers
About
right
a
now.
week or two. Let me check.
Yeah, give me
Elden
exacts. Because
Ring
this...
release date.
Thank you, Pixel.
All right,
Elden Ring came out
it released
the 25th.
the 25th of last month.
Hmm.
Okay, so how long is that from then to now, exactly? About 2 weeks?
That technically was. Let's see. It released on a Friday, so 2 weeks.
Hmm.
Yesterday was 2 weeks.
Okay. If this man is so busy, how does he have 80 hours? Okay, I don't have a job. I've been trying to get another job. I'm unemployed right now. So what I do is I sit, work out, do projects, and play games. I'm 47. What? I'm 47 hours into the game, and he's like, I'm a busy person. This, that, and the other. Don't play it then. Don't play it. Shut your mouth and don't play it. I'm sorry. You've lost any semblance of me being nice to you when you said that the game, that the way it was intended to be made, should not have been so. I'm sorry.
This guy's number of
That-
hours in this game don't even compare to my number of hours on Gary's mod. Well, no,
I can
you
stay
wanna
for
know how many
years,
hours I have
so-
on Gary's mod?
Hmm.
I've played Gary's mod for 494.7 hours.
Good God!
And have 15
Accumulated over
out of
years.
29 achievements.
Dang, dude.
Well, you should see. I have a lot of hours on a lot of games. I have 33.9 hours on Undertale.
Dang.
I have
Okay,
73.9 hours on Tabs.
Dang.
Well, I've played People Playground for 71 hours.
I've only played it for 30.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Let's-
let me
Let's try to get through this.
I've played Space Engineers for 418 hours.
Good
Still
lord.
compared to my Gary's mod hours.
Okay, let's just someone press play. Jesus Christ.
Just because the game's not really
I'm
huge,
sorry.
but because it takes you days and
No, you're
days
fine.
to finish some boss.
The game is huge. The game is huge.
The
I know
game
for
is the
for
longest Souls game made.
I
The
know
only
for
reason
a
a lot of people
fact.
are beating it so fast is because they're blazing through it. They're not sitting and exploring everything.
I know for a fact that the game is huge. Despite not having played it, I know it's huge. I have seen the
It took
environment.
me, yeah, it took me almost 2 days just to actually find everything in the first area.
Battles
Not
just
because
because
I was just
they're so
messing around, but
ridiculously,
still.
annoyingly challenging. And I really don't see what the problem is. Some people are saying that the game shouldn't have an easy mode, it's supposed to be hard. Well, if you want the game to be hard, then don't choose the easy mode, then you can choose whatever mode you want to play it on. I just think it's kind of unfair.
That's not the point. That's not the point. That is a stupid argument. That is a stupid argument. The game is a proving ground. That's what Souls is. Souls is a proving ground for gamers, as stupid as that sounds. It is a proving ground to see if you are good enough, if you are challenged enough, if you are skilled enough.
If you are developed enough.
His comments are vacuous and stupid. Die and get better, or go play something else.
It's kind of unfair that my enjoyment of the game has to be reduced just because other
You know what? I'm done.
We're done. We're done. We're done. No, we're done. Bye. Bye. We're done. We're done with this.
Wait, I
It's
missed it. What
unfair that
happened?
my enjoyment has to be crippled because I suck at the game. Oh, I threw something across the room just now.
We're going to cut. We're going on. We're moving on. We're going for the next thing now.
Well, the thing we're gonna be covering next isn't any better. Let's take an time.
It's arguably worse.
Let's take an intermission. Let's take an intermission for a bit. My brain. Check the chat. Let's see if our viewers have anything to say about what we just watched.
Funtime Drawings hasn't said anything else.
Who's all watching us anyway?
I don't know. Fuck.
Oh my god. Oh, I want to die.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to die and get better. That's what I want to do.
Jesus Christ.
So we're on an intermission right now.
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute intermission. Good.
Welcome
God.
back,
Sometimes
viewers
said,
of the stream
Sheesh,
and
dude
viewers
was
in the
entitled
future.
much.
No, we're still here.
No, Funtime said, sheesh, the dude was entitled much. They've also said, the guy in the video previously, yeah. Oh, God.
You got into video previously what?
Was entitled.
Oh. Yeah, he's entitled. It's just it's these vacuous people that go, everything needs to conform to me, eh? It's stupid. That's a bad accent, but yeah.
That's
Oh,
fine.
everything should conform to me. That was an orc, but that's
Okay.
also bad. I'm too tired to care. I'm too tired to care.
Like I was
care.
saying, welcome back, viewers of the stream and viewers in the future. I'm Pixel Hunter. Welcome to my alone but not alone chat.
I'm too old for this shit.
I don't have a script for this, so I'm just gonna read off this box of chocolates.
Alright.
I'm too much of a gamer for this.
Okay, I don't know why
You know
I did
what,
that. I actually read a box of chocolates.
I'm gonna fire up Elden Ring. I'm gonna fire it up, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna grind a bit. You know why? Because I can enjoy it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna sit here while we're watching this next video. I'm gonna grind for a little bit with my overpowered weapon, and I'm gonna try to get to where I can actually get more health. Because I will admit that's one thing I've been neglecting.
While we're still finishing our animation, I had a question. Could a potential video idea possibly be talking about original character creation we've made either in the past or present?
I mean,
Yeah, sure. Maybe, I don't know. It
I don't
depends
know
on
why.
what Cole wants.
I'm not ready to
I
talk
kind of just
about
want
that.
to.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Not yet.
Darn. I kind of just wanted to
That's
sit
fine.
for like an hour and just talk about my OC
We'll
heroes.
save it. We'll save it for. We'll save that little thing for the anniversary.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are you guys ready to suffer?
Oh,
Dude, I've already suffered.
Are you ready to suffer
Oh,
more?
I've suffered. Oh, I've suffered. Oh, I've suffered enough.
Too
Kill
bad.
me, please.
Too bad. We're gonna suffer through Jim Sterling. Jiminy James Jim Sterling.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, now we're moving on to the subject of VR.
Indeed. We are going to have
Oh.
a fucking fit.
I'm already having a fit.
Can I
Wait,
say
we're
this?
talking about VR
Jim
now?
Sterling's theme song fucking sucks.
Hmm.
I'm going to insult
I don't know, I think
everything about him.
No, you're not. We're being objective. We're not being assholes.
Fine, man.
Or at least he can be. I'm not.
Well, I'm going to be objective, but then I'm also going to be an asshole, and then I'll revert to being objective.
I'm just gonna keep doing math.
You do that.
I don't want to let that.
I was gonna say, are we gonna get claimed for his intro? But I doubt we are.
Well, I honestly don't care at this point.
Inquisition last featured virtual reality in the episode VR Troopers back in January, where we talked about the people who were determined to see VR fail and the people who were determined to see VR succeed. I said I was taking a wait and see approach. I waited, I saw, and I'm not impressed.
Well, I'm not impressed with you, Jim. After years of watching your content, I must say, you're a buffoon, you're an idiot, and you're a racist.
Okay. Well, okay. For one, let's address the elephant in the room. Jim is now trying to trying to transition or just saying that he's trans? I don't keep up with it. Either way.
Either or, I don't know.
After two different cases of him saying this horrendously racist things, I'm just gonna say they are trying to transition. Because okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe it. I don't, because the timing is quite odd, you know, because it's that whole mindset of, oh, if this person identifies as this, you can't say anything against them or their opinions, otherwise you're this, that, or the third, which I don't subscribe to that idea, you know.
Mm.
One of my closest friends is trans, right?
Mm.
And oh. No, I'm not trying to say anything against him. I'm just thinking of him, just like trying to go. Oh well, look, I can do this. That way, I can get the heat off of me.
I mean, he's probably trying to get
trying
the
to
heat off of him, or aiming for attention or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm honestly thinking that because the timing is weird because it was right after the slew of videos where he came off as like a horrible racist, right? They even like let him go from that one show. Didn't they let him go? Because
what show?
after saying all that stuff.
What show?
The show with zero punctuation.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they let him go.
It wouldn't surprise
After
me.
saying a bunch of horrible racist stuff. I don't know. Either way, this person is a horrendous piece of garbage, and I'm not about to let whatever they idealize themselves as, or whatever the word you choose to say. I'm not going to let that cloud my judgment. Sorry. Listen. We treat everybody equally here. We believe in equality, true equality.
By the way, Jim looks nothing like here. Looks nothing like as they do now.
Yeah, they look completely different now.
Whatever they are now
But okay,
is horrifying.
let's.
to me.
Yeah, no, stop. Let's not get too deep into that. I'm not about to make any comments on what they look like, this and the other. I'm just saying that it is odd, and it feels like they're doing it to get attention or just try to get the heat off of them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything further. Because I am not about to land myself in hot water.
Apologies. Let us continue.
Yeah, let's continue this spiel.
At all by VR. So today we're doing a follow-up where I discuss my thoughts about virtual reality and why I think it's not necessarily doomed to failure, but certainly not destined for greatness, because VR is kind of snake oil at this point.
Funny enough,
What?
we imagined. Wait, what? Snake oil?
What?
Snake oil? What?
Snake oil?
What? No. VR is now. VR has been running strong for these past few years. In fact, VR was. In fact, they made functional VR in the 80s. Granted, it was at like 5 frames a second, but was functional.
Okay, what about it is snake oil, though? What is the lie?
It's a whataboutism. No, wait, no. No, it's not whataboutism.
Yeah, that is whataboutism.
Oh.
Well, technically, no. Is it whataboutism?
I don't know. I don't know.
Either way, I think that's the closest description we can think of right now.
Yeah, it's comparable to a whataboutism.
Oh God, I have no more like hope in my soul after that last thing that we went through.
But destined for greatness. Now that's something I want to focus on for a minute, because
I don't think it is.
well, I imagine that Jim himself or themself or whatever the fuck, imagine them they would
Just
be
say them.
destined for greatness.
Say them.
But after a short while of people realizing how much of a piece of shit they are, people just started unsubscribing en masse and shit, and just like his fandom is dwindling immensely.
I mean, let's not give away the surprise, but after some of the things that this person says in this video, you'll understand.
Yeah,
You will
assure
definitely
you.
understand.
I assure you.
You will understand our hatred. God.
Fun Time said, lol, if I didn't know any better, I'd say he was a Karen. What?
A Karen. Yeah, well, yeah, technically. It kind of fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
Not just a stealth return of motion control, so let's look at the problems
Hold on.
facing VR.
Scoot back a bit. Back to the snake a little bit.
Because VR
it skipped.
is kind of snake oil at this point, not to mention just a stealth return of motion control.
No, really? Motion controls, you say? Really?
Motion control.
Big brain move.
Every
Look at it
depiction
go!
of VR ever has had the use of someone's hands in motion control form. In some regard.
God, okay, everybody, let's clap. Come on, we should have a soundboard. Let's clap for the big brain human being. Everybody clap. Everybody be joyed.
I swear.
I don't know why, but in my head I immediately thought of Otis Driftwood in what is it, The Devil's Rejects, where he's clapping, going, "Give it up for the married man." Then he kills him. Dude, it's Rob Zombie. Of course he's dead.
Yeah.
But my brain is injured.
Look at this fucker. Look at his fucking.
No. We're not about
Look at
to
his fucking
make judgment on what he
glasses.
looks like.
Look at his fucking.
No, we're not about to-
sunglasses.
I'm not about to. You can all you want. I'm not about to insult them what they look like. I'm going to insult them on their opinions.
Also, I was gonna bring this up. He constantly makes fun of pop culture as if it was always constantly exploited for money. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd say it only started getting exploited right around, say, the late 2000s.
That's yeah. Well, yeah. I definitely say mid 2000s.
But this guy acts like
Should I?
it's always been exploited since the 80s.
I have a question. Should I kill the dude who just like when you first start up Elden Ring, he just says that you're maidenless? Should I kill him?
Do it.
A buddy of mine told me that if he tried to kill him and
Do it.
he died.
Do it.
I want to test it,
Do it.
but I don't want to mess up my run.
Anyways, he always has this fucking boglin on his desk. At least one.
Okay.
At least one. And he constantly talks about it in a fair amount of the videos.
Okay, it's something he likes. What of it?
Well, he constantly derides everything pop culture, so I don't know why I shouldn't deride his things, so...
Well, okay, you just got to be the bigger person at that point.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, this is why I said I'm not going to insult him on his. I'm only going to insult him on his views. You know, the
Alright, I'm gonna calm for a minute.
fat racist he is.
You said you wouldn't comment on his appearance.
Listen, it's an insult, not an appearance. Okay, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
So let's look
Pixel, you
at
still
the
with us?
problems facing VR and why I think it's kind of toss. Everybody's got VR fever.
God, he's so funny.
Not really.
At least that's what you'd think if you believed the creepily evangelical believers who declare it to be the future of video games.
They kind
What is it with tech
Evangelical, okay.
bloggers anyway? Everything's either dead or the future for them. Shit can't just exist. Anyway, virtual
That's
reality...
fair. That statement's pretty fair.
Yeah, that checks out. Actually.
Yeah, that's fair. That one checks out.
But VR is the future.
Things can't
though.
just exist. Things are just like, oh.
VR is the future though. At least gonna be a big part of it.
I mean, yeah. But still, his statement does check out. Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, agreed.
is the
Oh my
latest
God, Soul. Pause. Soul. Guess what I'm doing?
What?
I'm enjoying Elden Ring. Oh my God.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
They're eating her! Oh my god!
Then they're gonna eat me. That's a deep reference right there.
I know. I forget what it's called.
It's from like some kind of gnome movie or something like that.
Gnomes 2, I
Some
think.
kind of leprechaun thing.
Gnomes 2.
Yeah, gnomes too.
Yeah.
video games. What is it with tech bloggers anyway? Everything's either dead or the future for them. Shit can't just exist. Anyway, virtual reality is the latest big thing people keep blowing like it's cock squirts liquor, and so many of its heralds seem oblivious to its many problems. The problems that will ensure VR remains outside the mainstream and will, in all likelihood, join 3D TV, motion control, and Tazos in the realm of promising technology that was thrust into our faces rapidly before getting dropped and left to die quietly in the street.
Well, here's the thing. 3D TV never got off the ground. And it never will.
Yeah. Nope.
There's a reason for that.
I don't.
It's an unnecessary
sucks.
cost for something that nobody wants.
Mm-hmm.
And motion controls, those go off the ground really fucking hard with the Wii.
Yeah, the Wii. I doubt he's ever gonna bring up the Wii. The Wii is still like, dude, like,
It's the
look up how many,
second-
like,
it's like the second most popular console of all time, and it would have been the
yeah,
first.
but right beside the PS2.
It would have been the first had Nintendo actually produced enough of them to, engage demand.
Yeah. And what's wrong with motion control? A lot of old folks' homes use them to keep the old folks active.
Hmm.
Yeah. Little tidbit of information there.
That makes sense.
First of all, VR is extremely prohibitive technology with a ton of barriers to entry.
At this point, VR is only as expensive as a video game console.
Yeah, it's a little bit less. Like,
Hmm.
the base form, like, Quest is like $300? And
Oh,
okay, don't let it fool you, people. It's
my-
really worth it.
on
Like,
my
if you,
end,
if
the
you
Quest
want,
2 is
blah.
500. Sorry.
Yeah, that's because you live in the future with a bunch of inflation. Shut up.
Fair.
I'm sorry, but no, don't let people lie to you, people. VR is worth it.
Mm.
The Quest, or at least in my opinion, is worth it. I play quite a lot of VR chat.
You
It's
might-
where I've met a lot of my friends. It's well worth it.
You might want to consider also getting yourself a pair of haptic gloves, because those could add a lot more control to how you play.
Ow. Oh, come on! I actually died.
Damn.
I got knocked off my horse because, again, these things can stun lock you if you're not careful, and I wasn't careful.
Let's continue.
That's fair.
Let's continue.
Price is
Okay.
of course a huge factor. This shit's expensive, with the PlayStation VR costing $400, the Oculus Rift costing $600, and the HTC Vive costing fucking $800. This
Old news. The
Okay.
significantly dropped in price as of late.
Very aged, but I mean, still, I guess his point still stands.
is basic pricing too, not counting the fact you'll need other shit to go with it. The PSVR naturally needs a PS4 alongside a PlayStation camera and two 6-year-old Move controllers that Sony has the shitting nerve to sell in $100 2-packs. The Oculus and Vive require high-end PCs to handle their flavor, meaning
Well, here's the thing. The Quest 2 can run on its own.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't run as good as like when it's hooked up to something else, but I mean, hey, it still runs. It
On
still
it,
does
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and it's got its own internal hard drive.
Yeah, dude, I play Doom on it all the time.
Hmm.
You can play Doom in VR on the go. It's great.
Nice.
whatever option you go with, you're gonna need expensive hardware on top of the expensive hardware. Next to price, the physical barriers to entry are equally restrictive and shut a lot of people out, and this is something so many VR troopers don't talk about. Those with physical disabilities might as well not bother with a Vive, given its propensity for standing and room scale games. As someone with a herniated disc,
Pause.
my Vive
I know a buddy of mine who has no legs. He plays VR all the time. What's your point? Now, okay, I'll admit if there's somebody that has like one of the arm type disabilities, you know, I can understand that. But still, like, there are plenty of different game companies and just different small companies that are trying to innovate for people like that with the disabilities.
And
Like,
and
wasn't there one dude that did? Wasn't there one dude that had one of those like arm disability things where like one arm is shorter than the other that was in a tournament for Xbox, and he almost won?
Really?
There are controllers and things set in place for these people.
Yeah, there are. Don't just
I mean,
actually-
okay.
There's always gonna be someone who's looking out for them.
But dude, if you're blind, you can't play VR. Dude, you can't do a lot of things when you're blind.
You can barely walk.
Well, you can. It depends on the person, but still. Oh god. Come on, let's play.
Yeah.
Again.
basically floor space, since so many of its games require standing and twisting around. And that's a temporary issue for me. There are many for whom it's simply never gonna happen. There's stuff that will never just get better. There are seated experiences, yes, and the PSVR is more geared toward those than the excluding Vive, but for as many people claiming that room scale VR is the one true way to show off how impressive virtual reality tech is, there are plenty of folks who are automatically disqualified from being so impressed. Then we have to think about people with eye issues or a propensity for migraines, those prone to motion sickness. This is stuff the evangelists just don't.
Okay, my buddy actually cannot play VR. He got a migraine for days because he tried to play it, my Quest. So, okay, Jim, what do we do? Huh? What do we do for the people whose brains just can't handle VR? Huh? What do we do? Huh? What do we just completely just scrap the thing? What is it? Just not gonna get off the ground because Joe Schmo can't play it because like he's completely wired differently than I am or you? That's retarded.
Jim is
I
an
love how we have
imbecile.
less of a problem. Yeah, Jim is an imbecile. No, I do get some of the, I do get what they're trying to argue. I do, but it's also stupid.
Yeah.
It's very stupid.
Yeah, it is. Also, he's using
Let's
a
continue.
fucking DualShock there.
Mm.
What a chode.
Mm. But let's continue before my brain
Fucking
gives
hell,
out.
when they talk about how life-changing and revolutionary VR is. Speaking of which, let's talk space. For the Vive in particular, you're expected to have a lot of space. Again, we're told room-scale VR is the true way to see how impressive the tech is. I wouldn't know. My
No.
office isn't big.
No. It's really not. I've done room scale stuff. It freaks me out.
Hmm.
I don't do it. But
enough for.
to say that it's not going to change your life, a little story here. Before I even got the Quest, I didn't have a lot of friends because most of my like IRL friends either died or killed themselves.
Jesus.
Yeah, a buddy of mine actually just jumped in front of a train. So the Quest allowed me, and some of the people that are in my group are probably watching this either now or in the future. I met so many fantastic, wonderful people through VR,
Hmm.
and now they're my friends, and they're really cool. That's how I met Pixel. By the way, where is he? Pixel. Is he still on the call?
He seems to be.
Oh, he probably fell asleep.
Maybe. Should I disconnect?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, disconnect him for now.
I
If he's
already did.
awake, he'll
It
come
says he
back.
disconnected himself.
Oh. Dude, you know what? You know what would really hit the spot right now?
What?
The
Oh, he's back.
Hey, there you are.
past half an hour, you guys haven't heard a single thing I've been saying?
No.
No, we haven't heard a word. We thought you were asleep.
No, I've been having like a full-on conversation and stopping myself because you guys were talking over.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry.
I was just, I kept saying that you would talk over and like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, and then I'd wait, and then we'd start again, like, oh, okay, I'll say it next time we stop. And then I started again, and you talk over, and like, okay, sorry, I'll keep waiting. I've been going on this for like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't know you couldn't hear me. I've been here by myself this whole time, and then without even
Yeah,
realizing
I was getting
it.
a little worried actually. You okay, man?
I feel bad now. I
I've
feel
been here
bad.
this whole time. Just
Oh
one
my
toxic
god.
bro earlier. I was just like, hey, hey, viewers in the past and future. If it wasn't for VR, I wouldn't be here. But nobody said anything, and I kind of felt upset.
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh, it's not your fault. I didn't know you couldn't hear me. I was still in the call. You just couldn't for some reason.
I feel so bad.
No, it's fine. I'm here. I didn't sleep. I've just been talking by myself.
Okay, do you have anything to add to the debacle that is this video?
No, I was just gonna say I agree with you, Toxic. Now like most of my IRL friends aren't dead, but we're mainly I only ever saw them like at school, and then anyone I still kind of stayed in
Yeah,
contact with, I kind of drifted away from when I was in school.
yeah. But no, like VR is how me and Pixel met. How me and Soul met was through EFAP. But
Yeah.
by the way,
Like
that
I
was a
said,
weird night.
if it wasn't for VR, I wouldn't be here right now.
Mm.
Yeah, he wouldn't be on the
And
show. I wouldn't.
and I wouldn't
Uh,
know any of Toxic's friends if I didn't have a VR unit myself.
Yeah.
I think I met Toxic through Matt actually.
Yeah, I've been talking to Matt
I
again
mean, then
recently.
again, he would have
Uh,
introduced me to them either way, since he invited me
Yeah.
to his Discord thing.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
the point
enough of
is
the
that there
personal
is
stuff.
proof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, doesn't put my own 2 cents in, and yeah, and then if you have a single thing.
The point is, good lord. Sorry, I'm just playing Elden Ring. The point is that there is living proof that it works, that it changes people's lives. So what's the
Mhm.
argument?
Also, look
I
at
was-
Jim's
I was-
$2
over here.
haircut.
Yeah,
Huh?
I
Look at Jim's $2 haircut. It looks cheap.
Dude, I don't even pay for my haircuts. Either I buzz it or I let it grow out.
I was trying, like I said, I was trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
bring up a fact, but you guys kept talking over me when you couldn't hear me. I was trying to be like, you talk about how like people like disabilities can't play. I'm just like, certain games like have like an option to like lower or like make things shorter if you can't reach them.
Yeah.
Like if they're like too high. Like in like the vacation simulator or job simulator, whatever it was. There's literally a switch you can flip and it just lowers everything down.
Mm.
Hmm.
Dude, speaking of disabilities, a blind chick just gave me a letter to give to her father. I'm pretty sure that it's just gonna look like Chicken Scratch.
Might be in they might be in Braille.
Nah, I
that's-
doubt there's Braille in this game.
Oh, in a
But
game,
yeah.
never mind.
Let's continue.
I think in
Yeah.
real life, I was like, what are you talking about? Like it's 1:30 a.m. in the morning.
No, I'm playing Elden Ring, dude. I'm enjoying Elden
Oh,
Ring.
I know
As,
that. I
as
was
crazy as it
like,
is.
just like, where did you get a letter from a blind lady at 1:40 in the morning?
Oh, it is 140. Good lord,
Jesus.
guys, you're not gonna believe this. I'm gonna keep bringing this up
It's
in just about
5:40
every
on my
episode we
end.
do now.
It's 5:40 on my end.
That's because you're in the future,
Anyways,
guys. I don't know if you knew this. I'm enjoying Elden Ring. Oh, watch me.
Anyways,
Oh.
let's continue.
Guys,
You
you're
know,
not
you're
gonna
expected
believe
to-
this. I bought Cyberpunk for $5.
Let's continue now.
Evangelists just
Okay.
don't fucking think about when they talk about how life-changing and revolutionary VR is. Speaking of which, let's talk space. For the Vive in particular, you're expected to have a lot of space. Again, we're told room-scale VR is the true way to see how impressive the tech is. I wouldn't know. My office isn't big enough for it. I don't have the space.
Living
Very
room?
few people
Living room. Kitchen?
Is the Quest the Quest the first console to have like drawable play spaces?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
I was saying I know that certain games require a large amount of play space, but I didn't know if like
Also, put the fucking straps on, you mongoloid.
yeah. I dropped
He's gonna break the controllers.
and I panicked. I recently not recently, but like last November, I dropped one of my controllers and I panicked 'cause I thought I broke it. Luckily, all it did is I jumped on carpet, but it's old carpet, so it's hard floor still, kinda. I was so worried. Luckily, the controller still works just fine.
Let's continue.
I know. Millions of people.
Skip.
True way to see how impressive the tech is. I wouldn't know. My office isn't big enough for it. I don't have the space. Very few people I know do. Millions of people, in fact, won't have the space for this shit. Remember how Kinect needed a ton of space to be used effectively? Remember how well Kinect did? Yeah. User-friendliness and an ability to be adopted by as many people as possible make successful products. Restricting, excluding experiences? Well, I mean, at the price point they're being flogged at, they might do well as a niche product, but as a mainstream adopted product? Nah, mate. Nah. Basically, to get the best...
Well, here's the thing. VR
He's
has
wrong.
gone much smaller now. In fact, at this point, most of the VR units are completely self-contained to the head and hands.
Mm-hmm. Well, retroactively, he's wrong.
Yeah.
So,
So,
but still, we're gonna continue.
Mm.
But okay, do you notice the buzzwords he uses?
Marketing buzzwords.
Yeah, marketing buzzwords, disgusting buzzwords, the buzzwords we hate. Excluding. It's not excluding. Everybody can get this. Or okay, in hindsight, you know, the Quest at least, you know.
Mm.
And here's the thing, yeah, it is something that is expensive, or it was. So what's the point? Again, what is the issue? That it is expensive? Okay, that's one thing, but you gotta also think about how it's made, what goes into making it. Yes, they fear me.
managed to make a self-contained VR headset that doesn't need like $1,000 computer to run it.
Wow, it's almost as if somebody should make that, you know?
Yeah, it's not like I have it sitting right there, like
It's almost as if it's
15
already
feet away
built.
from me.
Yep.
Let's
It's not
continue.
like I
Let's
was gonna
continue.
play it, but then forgot.
Let's continue.
out of virtual reality
Let's
to
continue
truly
with
see
this
what people are
idiocy.
talking about. You need a lot of money, you need to be free of many common physical ailments, and you need to have a big place. You need to be the well-off, oblivious
Love
tech
it,
bloggers
I
who are
love
busy
it.
telling
Love the
everybody how
archer.
badly they need this shit.
Why isn't it? Oh, my screen is off. Dang it!
What'd you
Is
do?
it bad that I kind of want that Love VR shirt that guy had on? I think Toxic Screen went idle, so he actually left the thing.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ah, crap! Oh well, we can go back. I didn't do it.
Great googly moogly, it's all gone to shit.
Particularly, I used a basically to get the best out of virtual
want that
reality to
shirt.
truly see what people are talking about. You need a lot of money, you need to be free of many common physical ailments, and you need to have a big place. You need to be the well-off, oblivious tech bloggers who are busy telling everybody how badly they need this shit.
You are one of the oblivious tech bloggers that telling everybody how much you need this shit.
I'm just oblivious.
In fact, let's just go right ahead and call virtual reality headsets exactly what they are. They're privilege goggles.
Oh,
There it
he
is.
said it! He
There
said
it is!
it!
He said it! He said it! Oh!
He finally said it!
Privilege goggles.
Do you see it
He
here,
said it.
folks? You see it here?
Ladies and
Folks?
gentlemen, you saw it here. Privilege goggles. He said it. He said the word. He said the word. He did it.
The words.
He did the Spider-Man point. He did it.
If-
We waited for it and we got it.
If I
Patience
knew it
pays
wouldn't
off.
blow out your guys' eardrums, I would ring one of my bells I have above my bed.
Ring the bells,
I do
ladies
want-
and gentlemen, because he said it.
He said
Okay,
the
I'll get
words!
one. I'll get the smallest one I have. There it is.
Ring it.
No, you should be fine.
I know, but it's 1:40 in the morning, and I'm ringing a bell.
I don't hear it.
It's 1:40 in the morning, and the spell shall be read.
I am now Quasimodo. I am the bell ringer of Notre Dame.
But before we continue, I need to go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, but no. Okay, Pixel, can you check if there's anybody watching? I'm on my phone, so I can't really. I shouldn't have used that.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. There's 3 people watching.
Oh, nice, nice. You all saw it here first. Privilege goggles, they're called. Privilege goggles.
Well, welcome back,
Oh, my puppy.
everybody, to Ethan's Alone But Not Alone But Not Alone chat. And in this part of the video, we're going to talk about this word you see on screen. Why did this man say
Privilege
it?
goggles.
No. Forget the first word. We're going to talk about the second word. Now, what are goggles, you might ask?
Oh,
Well,
dude, it gets
I
worse.
cannot.
It gets worse.
I cannot
Like,
answer that question at this point in time. If you need to know, look up goggles online. Welcome. That is all for my pick for Pixels Alone But Not Alone talk. Please enjoy the rest of the video.
but no,
I might.
it can,
I'm
huh?
toxic. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I might be making that a constant thing that happens when I'm in streams and not with you guys.
Go for it, brother. Um, dude, I'm definitely making the whole joke of, oh, look, behold, I'm enjoying Elden Ring. That's definitely going to be a running joke.
I know, but
It's
I'm not.
becoming a running joke.
I know, but that might just be a joke for like this video. I want to try to make this like a constant thing for like each video I'm in now. Like whenever we're
Oh no,
not
I'm making
talking
it. I'm
or
making it a
taking a
running
break,
joke.
I'm gonna make mine too. It's dumb, but I think it's funny. I'm gonna stick with it.
I must stick with it. I have chosen this path.
I'm back, bitches.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, so I have good news and bad news. What do you want to hear first?
Bad news.
Okay, bad news is I thought of a new running joke that I'm gonna do throughout videos I'm in now.
And the good news?
The good news
There is no
is the
good news.
exact same. It's good as the exact same as the bad news. It's just I'm gonna be taking over a lot more time when we're not talking.
Oh, okay. Well, shall we? We're about to continue.
I'll just finish
Yeah.
this god awful. Oh, this is a 15-minute video.
Now that we've
I
talked
thought
about
we-
the
Go for it,
biggest
brother.
barriers to entry that do a fine job of filtering out millions of potential customers, let's talk about the fact that VR itself is a convoluted fucking mess right now in terms of both its market position and as a physical product. At market
How is it though?
I mean,
Like,
it was. Like a lot of games just didn't function at the
I
time.
play that game in
yeah, at the
VR.
time, but now it's in 2022. VR has been
Yeah, but that's hindsight, dude. That's hindsight.
VR is
Hindsight. I did it better.
VR is probably one of the
I-
most accessible pieces of technology to at this point.
I hope they port more Resident Evil games to VR. I really liked RE4. I kind of want more.
I hope they don't, just for simple fact of like they cut out so much crap from RE4 VR.
Oh,
Oh, I just think it'd be fun. I really wanted to play like Resident Evil 7 VR, but I didn't have a PlayStation VR or a PlayStation, so I couldn't.
God, I hate Resident Evil 7. I hate the new ones. I can't stand them.
why do you hate Resident Evil 7?
7 is the one with the vampire lady, right?
No, that's
Not
7 is the
8.
one with the Baker family.
Oh, I just think that's stupid. Like Resident Evil should have been, oh, there's a bunch of zombies and you're in a city or whatever. No, not well. You're just trying to fight a hick family. I'm sorry, that's just weird to me.
Who has been infected with the mold?
The
Oh
E
yeah,
virus.
we're going for mold
The
now.
E series. Bioweapons.
Bioweapons, mold.
Well, it is it is technically a bioweapon. It's a living killing machine, technically.
You know, it'd be
That's true.
funny if Resident Evil 9 was just, oh, we're going back to Raccoon City.
Dude, it's been nuked.
Did I ever tell you guys how I got into Resident Evil?
Tell us.
Okay, so
Yeah,
my
it's
first
a lot
ever
better
Resident
than what we're watching, honestly.
so my first ever Resident Evil game was Resident Evil 7, mainly because I wasn't the biggest on like horror or shooting games back when I was like younger.
Hmm.
But
Uh,
I like just got into like Markiplier around this time when it came out. Like I got in like YouTube more and more. Uh, but I literally bought. I wanted Resident Evil 7 so bad, mainly for the same reason, for the exact reason that I share the same first name with the main character.
Your name is
No
Ethan?
joke. Yes, that is literally the
oh,
only reason why I wanted that game. I am not kidding you.
Hmm.
I still had fun. I'm just saying that's the main reason why I bought that game.
hmm.
Alright.
And then I
Let,
bought
let
and then I
us
bought 8 because I heard it was still Ethan's story.
let us continue.
Fuck it, we have 3 major headsets, not to mention a whole bunch of smaller mobile contenders. There are exclusive games among them, and then there are exclusives within exclusives, since some games require room scale space and some don't. Some require specific controls and some don't. You can't just download and play these games like normal. You need to know if you've got the prereqs or if the game is something you're excluded from. And I expect things like the recent Resident Evil 7 timed VR exclusivity on PS4 to be the start of the next wave of exclusivity bidding wars as hardware manufacturers try to undercut each other at the expense of the general public.
That is something that I would say is valid, to an extent, at least.
Okay,
Do
so
you guys still see PSVR anywhere?
I tried it. My sister has it. It's not that great.
Is it
Oh,
it's not that good?
yeah, it's not that good at all. Although Super
Okay,
Hunt was fun.
well, no, I'm just wondering because like I wonder if you've seen them anywhere because I keep seeing them at like every like Walmart I go to in my state.
Yeah, they're trying to sell them. Um, okay, I will say
Yeah,
his argument doesn't make sense because okay, let's say you get a disc game. You can't play it without a system.
yeah.
You
Hmm.
you can't play anything without a system. So what's the argument? I don't get it.
Like you can play some games on a system. So like hide and seek and tag, the only systems for those.
Mm. Privilege goggles, everybody. We own privilege goggles.
Hmm.
Oh, I just noticed the name got changed to that.
Let's continue.
Yeah, we
And in
Part
terms of
two.
systems, I
Laughing
mean,
at fools on the net
Jesus, just
using
look at the
privilege
HTC
goggles.
Vive. Look at this hideous thing. This thing that
Don't do
requires
that.
sensors strewn about your room.
Don't
That's
hold
a
it
complete
like
fucking
that.
hassle to set up. And even when it is
What do you do? What?
I
What?
don't like these holding it that way. But I have enough anxiety if I grab my headset by just like by like the head strap alone.
Uh,
Hmm.
Well,
we
because
need to
like
try
they're
to get
so
you a better
so
microphone.
expensive.
I know. We need to try to get you a better
Well,
microphone, dude.
my voice is also kind of going because I've been coughing all this whole time we've been talking.
Hmm.
Well, it also sounds like you're talking through a cup. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
it does
voice
sound a
still.
little bit like that.
Yes. Sorry,
oh,
I
you're
couldn't
fine.
find my voice.
You're fine, man. Don't worry.
Oh, there it is. I'm sitting. I'm laying out.
Let us continue. Pixel, if you need to go, you can
No,
go anytime.
no, I'm fine. I'm getting better. I'm able to do this finally.
Alright,
I finally played VR yesterday for the first time in 2 weeks.
alright. Let's continue.
be the start of the next wave of exclusivity bidding wars as hardware manufacturers try to undercut each other at the expense of the general public. And in terms of physical systems, I mean, Jesus, just look at the HTC Vive. Look at this hideous thing. This thing that requires sensors strewn about your room, that's a complete fucking hassle to set up, and even when it is set up, gives you all sorts of fucking bullshit problems and whines about not being seen by the sensors or fails to interact with the Steam VR application.
Well, here's the thing. 2016 VR tech wasn't as good as 2020 VR tech.
Mhm.
It's just objectively worse back then. And like I reckon,
Spooky, scary skeletons. They're running up in my face.
and like
I got stabbed. Oh god!
yeah. Anyway, I reckon VR is gonna take another leap forward. By the next lot of systems, by the next generation of VR.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
Could you imagine if FromSoft made some sort of demo thing for VR?
Dude, that would be sick.
It would be.
Player 1, here we come.
Anyways, let's continue.
And unyielding wires trailing everywhere and separate controls with separate firmware updates. The Vive's a pain in the ass and it looks like shit. I'm being a little bit pedantic with my criticisms of the HTC Vive. A little bit needly, a little bit facetious, I get it. But I mean, seriously, look at the thing. Like, this is like the kind of thing you expect to see on the set of a mid-budget 80s sci-fi movie. This is what the 80s thought the future looked like, except it does now, because this is real. All bulk and wires.
Well, I'd rather how the 80s imagined the future it be that way, because honestly, I'd much rather be in that world than this one right now that we live in, where Russia is invading Ukraine, China manufactured a virus, and all this other nonsense.
You guys hear me gasp when he dropped the headset?
Hmm?
No, we did not.
Yeah, I gasped and panicked. Like I said, I have like anxiety when I grab my own headset. I'm where I'm gonna drop it. I don't like seeing that happen. Especially in
Like this would be
HTC
hanging off
Live.
his sci-fi movie.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Alright, let's continue.
This is what the 80s thought the future looked like, except it does now.
Future! Future! Sorry, I had to.
No, you're fine. I don't know what we can add to this, though, other than just saying, oh, he's wrong.
Well, he's gonna get researched at some point, right?
I'm about to get racist. Now I'm racist.
Because this is real. All bulk and wires. Like this would be hanging off of like a bad robot costume in the 1980s. What do you think? He's not impressed. Shit's uncomfortable. I can sit and play any given regular game for hours. I can manage VR for 20 minutes maybe, and no, it's not just because I'm fat, haha, great joke, 10 out of 10. Even sat down, I don't like having a bulky sweatbox strapped to my face.
Well, I can manage just fine for like at least 4 hours.
I will say, though,
slept-
it is ridiculous
I
how
slept in
how
VR.
like how little airflow there is. I've been actually thinking about drilling holes in the spacer, just so that I can have more airflow.
Just be careful
just
about where
bought-
you drill them.
Yeah, I know.
just bought
It's
a
just
cu-
in the
I just bought
spacer.
a rubber cover.
Right.
And you know
Yeah, it's
me,
not in the
I love
hardware.
having things strapped to my face normally. The PSVR is the most comfortable headset, that's the unanimous opinion, and even then, as comfy as it is,
I'll
it
admit,
isn't something
yeah.
I want clamped.
Sorry?
I will admit he is right. He is right about that. The PSVR is very comfortable.
I've only used it once. And that was a while ago.
I've never got to try it. No one ever knew had it.
Around my skull for extended periods of time. It's a strain on the eyes, it's disorienting, and if you find a game that uses a traditional controller rather than some gimmicky on-rails shit, there's a good chance you'll want to puke as your body tries and fails to handle the dissonance. And that brings us to my biggest problem with VR right now, a problem that I had with both motion control and 3D before it. Simply put, VR is not yet proving that it can make games better. It can make them more immersive, sure, but mechanically better? Right now we're just seeing a repeat of motion control, thanks in part to the fact that VR has itself heralded the surreptitious return of motion controllers to begin with, which
Well, I'm sorry, but Blade and Sorcery completely defeats
Hey, you
your
brought up the
argument.
Wii.
It just does. Because
He's just about to bring up the Wii.
Because here's the thing. Blade and Sorcery is it would just not be the same game if it didn't have VR. It just wouldn't be. It wouldn't function anywhere the same way.
Dude, just be Gmod.
Yeah.
Oh, I want Gmod characters in Blade and Sorcery now.
Yeah.
I can walk with like Dr. Kleiner and just like bang, I win.
Let's continue.
Outside of the Wii all fucking failed, probably because they were all desperately copying the Wii. As a result, history is repeating itself with a game library that so far consists primarily of gimmicky tech demos and interactions that are needlessly complex compared to just pushing a fucking button. Like, sure, it's cute to have a game where you physically reload a gun by grabbing a clip with one controller and ramming it near the other controller to put it in the gun. But in normal games, you just press a button. Just press the reload button. You know, if you want to reload the gun, just find the button that's for reload.
He's whining about complexity of mechanics.
I actually really enjoyed putting the clip in like I don't know what the game's called.
Yeah,
cool.
so do I. I honestly don't get it. I honestly don't get this complaint at all.
You did a good job.
Like how else would you reload a gun in a regular VR shooter? How else would you do it?
I don't know, but like I said, like I love playing like Pavlov and it would like physically change like the clips.
Pavlov is great. Another good example of a VR shooter. Technically not just a shooter, but I digress. It would be what's that experimental VR game? One sec. Let me look at my Steam list real quick.
There are many.
Boneworks. Boneworks.
VR games.
Yes, Boneworks. That's a good game.
Yeah, Boneworks is great.
Yeah, and it's probably one of the most. It has probably some of the most immersive shooting in a game I've ever played so far. Let's continue.
Should I play Pavlov someday?
Loading and just press it, and then you reload the gun.
Look! The guy moved when you put the gun forward. Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
that's
wait,
convenient.
when was this video
it
made?
puts you back into the actual gameplay rather than you're picking up a clip and putting it in. You just press a button. Right, just press the reload button. Just press a fucking button. Just like before, we're looking at a glut of tech demos for tech that's already been demonstrated.
Why did Jim jerk the guy off?
No idea.
Alright. Let's continue.
Vapid experiences that draw out interactions and make them less convenient to perform than using regular controls and just pressing the buttons that make the shit work. We're already staring across at on-rails experiences with restricted interactivity because for all the praise these privileged goggles get, they offer more problems than opportunities. There's so much
Continue, sorry.
Okay.
for a developer to actually figure out before the game's being made. How are we going to let the player move around without them barfing everywhere?
I'm sorry, I can't say much at this point because his arguments are just so fucking vapid. Like, it's just a whole load of nothing. It's just a whole load of nothing that's already been addressed and sorted out, like, years ago. When did this video come out?
Oh, God.
Toxic, when did this
I don't
video
know, but I
come
hope
out?
that... I don't know.
I know when the video came out. I just looked it up. Hang on. This video came out October 10th, 2016.
This video has been out for 7 years.
Yes.
6 years, sorry.
Been out for some odd number of years.
Yeah. It would seem that all of Sterling's predictions have been completely wrong.
I agree
Hmm.
with that.
Who would have thought?
Also, just
Well,
because it came out,
certain
okay,
ones are still. Oh, sorry.
no, you're fine. I was just gonna say, just because it came out whenever it did, doesn't make it less valid to criticize.
Hmm. Of course not. In fact, my point
I'm sorry,
was
continue.
that we are criticizing him for being abjectly wrong.
Mhm.
Granted, in hindsight, but still.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. I love when what things YouTubers say are wrong.
Hmm.
No, like, I don't know why. Like I'll watch like YouTubers who make predictions of like games coming out or stuff like that, and then I don't know why I just get like really happy when they're wrong, and I have no idea why.
I get a similar sense of satisfaction.
It's also like I was watching YouTubers talk about like when the before Legends Arceus the Pokemon game came out. There were predictions like, oh, this might happen. Like, oh, we want this. And I was like really happy when it didn't happen, and I have no idea why.
Because people with authority being wrong is really cathartic.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Authority, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm. My brain still hurts from that dude from earlier.
Yeah. Well, we're a little bit past halfway, so let's just get through this.
When the fuck did it become 3 in the morning?
When we
It's
started watching
two
the video.
for me.
I mean, how is it 2 for you? It says it's 3 a.m. here. Oh, daylight savings time.
Let's continue.
Mm, sorry.
How are we going to implement motion control since they're back now? How are we going to justify this game being in VR and not just a regular fucking video game? Why are we doing any of this again? When you have to hobble your game to fit the experience rather than create an experience from your game, you're doing shit the wrong way round. And that's always been my biggest issue whenever some new wave of the future tech rolls around. They put demoing the tech first and making the game second.
Well, here's the thing. You demo tech to, you know, wow the audience and
Hype.
prep them up for when you actually have something really big to throw out there.
Yeah.
Like an actual demo for an actual video game.
Yeah,
You
because
release it to get people excited for the full product.
up to this point, granted, there's only been a handful of really big games that have gone out there. Those being Super Hot VR, uh, which is technically superior to regular Super Hot. There
No
is
Man's Sky.
Fine.
sorry,
No Man's Sky.
yeah, No Man's Sky is also a big one. Uh, Half-Life Alyx, which is exclusively in
Mm,
VR and was developed for it.
I never got to
yeah.
play that one.
I haven't played it yet.
You gotta have a
Boneworks.
PC.
Boneworks is a big one. What else is there? Um,
The FNAF VR.
FNAF VR. Uh, shit.
VR
Well,
chat.
uh, yeah, VR chat is massive. It's massive, absolutely enormous. There's Gorn. Gorn is awesome. Gorn is sick.
I love Born.
Blade and Sorcery. Pavlov VR.
Uh,
All
the
these.
what is it?
That's at least.
Waltz of the Wizard. That one's fun.
If Star Wars Squadrons has VR in it, Star Wars Squadrons has VR integration. That's like 10
Hmm.
games that support VR in some form or fashion, and they're all better for it. Well, oh,
Yeah.
I just remembered. There's also VTOL VR. That's 11.
Mm. Dang, that was the
There,
easiest boss
there,
I've fought.
I like games that are able to transition to VR and still be like really fun. That's why I really like the 5 Nights at Freddy's VR.
Hmm.
because like Five Nights at Freddy's, like I loved it after I learned to love it. It took a long time,
Hmm.
but well, because I was a wimp. I still am a wimp. I didn't get any better.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But like after I got into it, that was my favorite thing. Like I devoted a lot of my free time just trying to make theories and learn about the lore. I own merchandise of the game and everything. And when I heard there was a VR game coming out, I thought it was really cool. I knew I wouldn't be able to play it when it came out because I didn't have a VR headset. Um, but
Does it live up to the hype? Does it live up to your
uh,
hype in VR? Does it live up to
oh
your
yeah,
hype?
no, I love it.
Nice.
Like I said, like I was upset that I couldn't get it at first, but I watched YouTubers play it, so I knew what most of the game was about. But I still really enjoyed it myself. There's a part of the game where you are just face to face with an animatronic, and you have to actually like take it apart or put it together.
Yeah, and it disappears if you look away from it. Yeah,
No,
I've seen that.
no, no, it doesn't disappear. That's if you do it wrong.
Oh, I just remembered.
So,
There's
yeah.
also Project Wingman that supports VR.
Valheim is about to uh, be VR. There's a mod for it where it's fully VR, but I think they're actually adding it into the game.
Oh, I just remembered. Hitman 3. That one also supports full VR.
Yeah,
There's so many games now. There's so many games now.
yeah. There's so many games that have VR.
Yeah. Big ones too.
But again, hindsight.
Yeah, true. Let's continue.
The results are less intuitive, less convenient, less fun experiences. Very few games I've played are actually able to demonstrate that they're better as a result of the VR, and they wouldn't be superior if they'd just been built as traditional experiences instead. And even the VR games I like, and sure, yeah, I like a couple, I really like a couple, I can only turn my head around and be amazed that the world exists behind me so many times before I properly get over it. And what happens when I get over that sense of wonder? All this shit'll likely end up in the corner with my Kinect and my fucking gamepad. As an elevator pitch, virtual reality sounds like a fertile flatbed for unlimited possibilities, but when you look at the games built primarily for VR, you start to realise just how limited it actually is, and it amounts to more or less the same bullshit we saw 6 years ago when Sony and Microsoft were desperately trying to convince.
He looks like he's fingering something in a video game.
There are games for that.
I know. I wish I didn't.
I wish I didn't either, but I get on my store page, I literally get a lot of those games recommended to me all because I accidentally clicked on one by accident when I was searching for something.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like now, like I'm not kidding. Like I clicked on one thing one time, and then my entire thing was just like, oh, like this one right here. ERBF, RPG, JRPG, anime, sexual content.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
More
all
down. More NSFW.
Let us continue.
Us the Move and Connect were worth a shit. It's so very fitting, in fact, that PSVR uses the resurrected corpses of Move controllers, an apt reminder of VR's roots and probable future. Ultimately, for all the hype and drooling over the big VR machines, the most consistently convenient and accessible VR experience has come from mobile offerings like Cardboard, Gear, and presumably Daydream. Simpler, yes, but cheaper, easier to use, less of a mess, and the phones they attach to already trade in smaller, less intricate games, so you don't feel like anything was sacrificed in the process of making them. Plus, it's way easier to get pawned for that shit, and that's an incredibly crucial point.
Well, that went from 0 to 60 in a minute.
Yeah.
They're not even that good.
What?
Look, we only
Oh my
joke
God.
about we only
I'm
joke about
sorry.
him
I'm
fingering
sorry.
something
It's
in a
late.
game
I
as a
I don't
joke.
have a filter when it's late.
Hmm.
Pixel the Deviant? What?
'Tis my tragic dark
You were
side.
supposed to be the best of us.
I
You're
am the
supposed to
best
bring
of
us
you
together,
in
not
many
join us.
other ways.
That is true, though.
Well, now I sound kind of mean for I feel like I sound mean for saying that. It's just like you're the best of you. I am the best of you.
Let's continue.
Christian's like I am the Senate.
After spending the last few minutes shitting all over virtual reality, you may think I hate it. I don't. Well, I despise the HTC Vive, but I don't hate VR as a concept. I have had fun with games like Until Dawn Rush of Blood and a couple of other PSVR games I can't yet talk about. But a common thread running through the games I've enjoyed most is that they'd mechanically work just as well if the VR wasn't part of them. Rush of Blood works as a silly arcade-like gun shooter. Works as a multiplayer game. And again,
What? Did you guys get that?
What? Yeah, I got it.
He was censoring what he was
Yeah.
saying.
I know that. I didn't get what he was saying though.
I
Well,
think
he was a part of that one company, so they probably got games before they released.
I think he's talking about a porn game.
On PlayStation?
No,
Okay.
a porn game.
I know.
Oh.
But he's specifically talking about PlayStation right now.
Oh. That's concerning.
PlayStation VR. No,
It's
I'm
a
not gonna look that
situation
up.
we had over half a decade ago with motion control that the game industry refuses to learn its lesson over. Make the good game first. Worry about the gimmicky accoutrements afterwards, and if it turns out your game works better without the gimmicks, don't fucking use them. There is fun to be had with virtual reality. I fully,
Yeah.
happily, cheerily
Jesus
admit it. But with so many barriers to entry and so many problems getting in the way of the experience, so many hindrances put between the player and the game, its long-term worth is something I feel has been vastly overestimated by the zealous cult that's grown up around the technology. There's no predicting the future, but despite what the old saying says, past events can be a pretty good indicator of future performance. And if past experience has taught me anything about these cult-breeding innovations in tech, it's taught me that the more people scream about something being the future, the more likely it is to become ancient history.
It is okay to want to make it fuck with bugs.
What the heck was that?
That's one of Jim Sterling's Jim-isms. As a
Well, he
as a
should-
former fan, I know what that shit is about. Let's just
Oh my
say that he
God.
lost his mind a long time ago.
You're on the dark side. Dude, you were on the dark side.
Let's continue.
Folks, we have a lot of fun on the Jimquisition, don't we? Funnily enough, after
No.
I edited the main thrust of this video, I went to go and play some more VR stuff, because I'm reviewing VR games for thejimquisition.com. Don't know if you heard of it, and it was just very fitting that after 10 minutes
know.
of playing the game in question that I can't talk about just yet, but we'll be reviewing this week, I had to go and have a lie down, because after just 10 minutes of playing, I felt incredibly, wretchedly sick. So that's just... It was just a nice little reminder that I'm on the right track with what I'm talking about today, and I am fully on the right track, because, well, have you not been paying attention? This is the Jimquisition. It's the only track to be on. Unless you're playing VR, in which case there's a lot of rails that you can be on. Thank God.
It really, Jimquisition is
What?
not the only track you can be on. In fact, it's probably the
That-
worst track you could go down. Don't watch Jim, please.
Do you guys
He's-
get
he's
motion sick
vapid,
when you play
boring,
VR?
and fucking annoying.
No.
He's honestly,
I got a good stomach.
honestly, he's comparable to Chris Chan.
Oh, good God, no.
The early Chris Chan shit. Relax.
Okay.
Oh God, no! You're the only one. Oh, okay.
He also
Everything's
kind of
okay,
looks and
everybody.
sounds like early Chris Chan, just a little bit. Actually,
my
I'm gonna keep that-
actually, Chris Chan is.
I'm gonna keep
kinda
that joke
apt-
in my back pocket for later.
Actually, now that I think about it, if you look into Chris Chan, it's actually kind of apt. So, something may.
There's a joke I want to make, but I'm not going to make it.
uh,
Nope. I'm not gonna sink my entire career before it begins.
You'll make it in private.
No. I mean, yes.
I have a second channel I gotta also help take care of, so I can't ruin my chances of it.
Alright, let's continue.
For me. That'll wake the wife up.
Wait, did he just throw something? Oh, I thought he threw a VR headset. I'm about to be so mad.
Dang it! I was hoping to God this was the video. You know the one I'm talking about, the one where he got racist. Dang it! I thought this was the one where he got racist.
Damn it. We were wrong
We're
about
gonna have to.
which video it was, but don't worry. Next time,
It was still retarded. No,
next
privilege
time,
goggles.
we will find the video.
Before
Unless it's
we end
unlisted,
this,
in which case we won't.
unless it's unlisted.
Or privated. Or deleted. But we
Or
could
just-
use the Wayback
Nah.
Machine. So-
Or just
Yeah.
too crude. We can't show anything in it.
Dude, it's racism. You can always show that.
I feel like I should have before saying that.
Funtime said, the hell? There has always been motion controls in VR. Yep, exactly.
Heard that a while ago.
Yep. Yep.
Anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I genuinely do.
My brain hurts.
Because
Yeah,
we did not have fun here. We might take
We'll
another
have fun next
week-long
time.
break. We might.
Here,
No.
here.
We got-
I'll help end the stream on a lighthearted note.
Wankus bonkus.
No. Well, viewers of now and the future, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Soulcast. We're sorry if we got angry or swore or did anything that may have upset you. But
Aw.
please don't hold it against us.
we are
These
very
people can
passionate
be very
people.
annoying.
We are very passionate people.
I am their passionate trainer. I am teaching them how to become passionate.
Anyways,
Coach, I don't have enough compassion. I need your guidance.
anyways,
Give me your wisdom.
I hope you members of the audience have enjoyed this stream. And
It's
I
too
wish you a good
plasticky.
day.
Had fun. I hope you did. Later, guys.
Have a lovely day.
Please look
Evening.
Please
night,
look forward
morning,
to
whenever
more
you're
Alone
watching.
or Not Alone Pixel Talk.
I wish you well, and we'll see you soon.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.